Hello there and welcome to the new channel.
Here to help you see
The new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansada.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
Miss Orgamin.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebastillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Mapet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan. Mike.
Nice one, dear.
Sir Al Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Jaldon.
Haydee Lumayno.
This is Ivan Jude.
Patrick Geronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
My name is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
Future.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
After Shift.
PNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Healthline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID stories.
Awesome Day Show.
Thank you.
Money and more.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. Sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. We are helping you see the new you. This is Sonny Jaldon streaming from San Jose, California.
And this is Haydee Lumayno streaming live from Metro Cebu. You are watching Money and More.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. This is Money and More in a lovely Tuesday evening. How is everybody? Haydee, kumusta ka?
I'm good, and looks like that we will be getting back to the lockdown. So I hope na
Kayo dyan
nakakalungkot, but
sa
yes,
Cebu?
in Cebu, yes. I hope that it will just be a short time, no? I
Okay.
guess that is so because
Mm.
it's gonna be the Holy Week, and a lot of people will get out from their
Mm-mm.
residences to go somewhere. So
Mm-mm.
sana after that, balik ulit tayo sa normal. So
Yeah.
it has been a very productive week, Sonny. We've been into a lot of forums and events, no? So after
Right.
that very
Last week.
informative episode with Mr. Roland Enriquez, who's watching right now, we also had the Financial Fitness Forum for
Yes,
3 days. So ang daming information na
medyo overload nga, no?
yes, pero
But,
ang galing, no? Ang galing. Congratulations
yeah,
dun sa
congratulations to the organizers.
RFP for organizing that very successful event.
Yeah. Yeah, the Financial Fitness Forum. So I was watching it at midnight, no? Dito sa
I know, right?
But I made it a point to watch them because yeah, you're going to learn a lot, no? And powerhouse mga speakers, as in I hats off to the organizers to be able to do this, no? A 3-day event, very successful. Lots of information, took down notes, and lots of insights, no, of how things are going on right now, and the outlook for the future and all of that, no. What I like best about it is that we finally have the technology, no, kung wala si pandemic, but we have the technology to be able to put all of these powerful speakers in one venue to reach out to an audience of over 1,000. Nakat lang ako bigla, tapos hindi na ako makapasok kasi full capacity. No? It's like
sabi
1,000.
Nag-full capacity na.
Nag-full
Sa first
capacity,
day,
no?
yes, I remember.
Nakat.
Mahirap nang pumasok pag
Tapos
nakat.
hindi mo pumasok kasi full capacity na. Sabi ko, umalis naman kayo dyan kasi ako naman. Yung ganun na. But it was well attended. It's a great event. Congratulations to the RFP. And good luck sa atin. I forget kasi na Holy Week pala is a major event dyan sa Pilipinas, no? So talagang migration ng mga tao, no? Parang Chinese New Year or whatever. I'm seeing images kasi of yung mga major super highways dyan sa Pilipinas nang pauwi na yung mga tao sa probinsya, no? So it's an event pala talaga, no? So I remember kapag Holy Week, parang abandoned ang parang ghost town ng Makati, parang ghost town ng mga major cities.
So everybody's going to the provinces.
Yeah, but yeah, so maybe we've learned a few lessons from last year, no? Yung lockdown na to. Maybe this is just temporary. So this is just temporary in let's say response, no, to the expected exodus, no, of people, para ma-limit, I suppose, no, yung contact of large groups. So hopefully this will blow over kasi naging isang taon na, and a lot of things has changed, as we said. No, we've all been saying in the show that a lot of things have changed. So what have changed? And tonight we'll be talking about that change, you know, some of that change that has happened, and some of the things that are happening now. Kasi this lockdown has affected more than anybody, no, yung marginalized and impoverished sectors in society, and we'd like to be able to reach out to them and talk to them na may pag-asa, no, to our listeners out there, who feel they are marginalized or in the marginalized sectors, no, na may pag-asa. And we have a very special guest, no, tonight.
Ang ganda ng ngiti mo,
Oh, yeah, definitely, no. Definitely kasi medyo pa nga ako, medyo kinakabahan pa nga ako kasi I really look up to this person, no, as one of my talagang well, ina-idolize.
Dream lang natin, no? Dream lang natin.
Ina-idolize ko siya.
Pwede natin siyang mag-guest. And it's already here now, no?
Right,
Fangirling.
Okay.
I'm fangirling, ano.
Nagka-fangirl ka. Alright, tell us about her guest.
Yes. Yeah. And she's an inspiration to a lot of people, especially those in the financial industry. She's a resident financial advisor and host of ANC on the Money. Yun yung pinapanood natin palagi,
Yeah,
no?
yun ang
And the founder and
dun ko siya
president
nakilala.
of Empower and Transform, walang iba, ang financial beshi ng bayan, Miss Salve Duplito.
Hello, Sonny and Haydee. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh my
Hi,
God,
Miss
I'm
Salve.
having goosebumps pa rin. Hanggang ngayon. Tagal na
Thank
natin
you for having
nag-chika.
me. Grabe.
It's a
My
pleasure. No, thank you for
for
being in our
accepting our
show
invitation
tonight.
here, no? Medyo
Yes.
fun to, kasi parang surreal pa rin, because we still I remember kasi watching On the Money all the time, no? And then
All the time.
kaya ni Edric ang sinusubaybayan namin, and then we're here right now. No, dito tayo ngayon. And, so thank you for having us for being on our show. It's always great to be able to talk to personalities like yourself, no, who've been exposed to so many
very
aspects,
grounded
no?
very grounded
in
personality.
different aspects of financial.
Some say grounded kasi malapit ako sa ground.
Pareho lang tayo.
Ayun.
Tayong tatlo, actually, pareho lang.
Kaya pala get nyo,
We'd like to congratulate you, for being one of the resource speakers now in the Financial Fitness Forum, the recent Financial Fitness Forum. And I'd like to take note, the only woman speaker in the forum.
Ang galing, di ba?
We have to change
Women. Yeah. Nakataon sa Women's Month, di ba?
Nagkataon sa Women's Month, pero isa lang ang speaker ng babae.
Isa lang talaga.
Hindi ko na maintindihan bakit ganun eh.
Pakisabi po sa RFP, baka naman pwede diversify ang kwan dyan. But anyway, congratulations.
People call me the queen, not because of anything, but because I am the only woman.
But
Tama naman, di ba?
So that's something. So congratulations on that segment. Very informative, and maybe we can pick your brain, no? Pick your brain, no? On a little bit about those things, no? And your experience as well. No? It's great to have your
overabundance.
Parang tayo din, no?
I'll share with everyone.
So,
Yung isang strand dito ilagay.
Pwede. Padala ko.
It's great to have the financial beshi ng bayan, no? Here's galing ng tagline. And the reason why we're excited to talk to you, because you have always been as we said, in touch with the common person, the common man, or yung kwa natin, no? Kasi let's just say that itong kwa natin, industriya natin, financial services, financial advice, may pagka-elitista yan. We're all guilty of a little bit.
It's out of the bag now.
Guilty tayo.
Please quote him. But it's true. I agree.
But I mean, there's a little bit of elitism in that sense, no? So what we really wanted also is to be able to reach out to the 80%, good Lord, not to the 80% who need the financial education most.
And I guess she's the only one who has touched that, no? Ang galing. And we only knew that she has been into a lot of provinces to teach financial literacy to the below middle.
Right.
Ng level ng society, and it's really very inspiring. Very inspiring, and talagang hands down.
Hands up.
Hands down. Kasi nababaw. Lahat na up and down. So, yun nga, my question is, why that level? Bakit sila? Kasi mostly pag financial advisor ka, you will be talking to the mid and up. Bakit itong mid and below yung tina-target mo?
I like that you started with this question, kasi Very controversial. Sinabi mong elitista, marami siguro nanonood dito na medyo tinamaan din. Because, you know,
little elitist.
but no, but it's true. It's true. And I think even the organizations, the banking industry, the insurance industry, the brokerage industries, yan, yung mga investment companies, we all have to accept na at a certain point, hindi natin masyadong ma-offeran ng products yung mga nasa ibaba ng pyramid precisely because we think na they don't have money to spend on investments.
Right.
Ang nasa kanila talaga, basic necessities, pagkain, ganyan. So, paano sila mag-iipon? But this is precisely the reason why our country is not growing.
Okay.
Kasi if we don't improve the bottom of the pyramid, who's going to build up the ones at the top? Diba?
Okay.
Of course, the big money is in the upwards, the 1% at the top,
1%.
no? Pero at the end of the day, kanino sila magbebenta ng mga pagkain nila? Sinong bibili ng mga bahay nila kung yung nasa bottom ng pyramid, hindi natin tuturuan to improve their lives by saving and investing.
Mm-hmm.
But having said that, I would like to say that at a certain point, hindi talaga nila kaya.
Mm-hmm.
Talagang merong portion ng society na nangangailangan ng ayuda, nangangailangan ng tulong, bago talaga sila umangat, kailangan muna ng cash assistance yan. And
Right.
for those members of society who are in that position, kahit na anong financial literacy natin, hindi tayo maka-expect agad-agad ng resulta.
Mm-hmm.
So the results might take some time pa. Pero it's important na while they're not there yet, the capability isn't there yet, we can already start teaching them.
Mm-hmm.
Para pag umakyat na yung konting income nila, sila na agad mismo ang mag-iipon. You ask me, Haydee, why? I think because my initial door into this industry is not as a seller of any financial product. I was in this as an educator, as a writer, as a financial journalist. So there was no need for me to sell anything except information.
Right. Okay.
So siguro yun yung pinakang reason. And the more compelling reason is I was born poor. To be clear about that, because umaalma yung aking mga kapatid pag sinasabi ko yan, sinasabi nila, hindi tayo meron tayong lupain. Ganon. Pinapagalitan nila ako pag kinukwento ko na mahirap kami. Sabi ko, nung panahon nyo kasi mayaman-yaman pa tayo eh. Kasi bunso ako eh. So, nung panahon nila, marami pang pagkain.
Hindi mo na naabutan.
Hindi sila gusto. Marami silang ulam, maraming katulong. Pagdating sa akin, taghirap na. Ang mundo. So, ang gatas ko, na lang. Yung mga ganyan. Kaya siguro hindi ako tumangkad, kaya grounded, di ba? Kasi yung ko ang laman,
It's okay.
Kaya, alam nyo ba yung Hindi ko alam kung alam ng mga viewers natin yun.
Mm-hmm.
It's yung sabaw ng rice.
Sabaw ng rice,
yeah. Yes.
Although they said it's really, really parang masustansya, kaya daw ako naging matalino, pero feeling ko hindi rin. Hindi talaga ako tumangkad eh. Anyway.
Hindi, yung height yung para sa height, nandito lahat sa utak.
Baliktad siguro.
So, okay lang.
Yeah, so I could never forget where we came from. And in my mind, so long as we do not realize that bigger part of our society is part of the whole, then we will never transform as a nation. We have to look at each other as a part of a bigger whole. Kasi kung may maiiwan, sila din naman ang magpapababa sa atin eh. So if we really need our country to grow faster and grow with more quality, hindi yung ang growth na sa taas lang, kailangan well-distributed yung progress, then we have to work with the part of society that most people believe wala nang pag-asa.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Ma'am Salve, because the 80% really need some sort of support, from different angles. Let's say from different angles, 80%. And this pandemic, for example, has magnified a lot of yung pagkukulang natin. Yung pagkukulang natin, maybe in everything, especially in personal finance. It's been a year since the lockdown, and at least more than a year since the pandemic started. How do you see what has changed, no, in the landscape of personal finance?
Kung yung pandemya, kung alam mo, kung may baby na pinanganak nung simula nung pandemya, gumagapang na, malapit na, malapit na tumayo at maglakad by this time. Pero, andito pa rin tayo. O nga, si Baby Yoda. Naku, baka lumaki na bigla. Baby Yoda! Ay, wait lang. Papakita din ako na. Ikaw,
diba?
Sabi natin stuff toy. Si Avocado. I think what has changed is that people are now more willing to understand the lessons and to take them seriously. As you know, people learn best when they're in pain. And the pandemic, I'm not going to say thank you to the pandemic. I mean, it has killed a lot of people and the world will be a better place without it. But as human beings, we have proven to whoever is out there in the universe that this pandemic will not make us all obsolete because we're learning from it. When I started, nung April, May of last year, I was doing financial literacy sessions left and right outside the house, under the trees, with for 20 people. Mga, yan, yung sa Pasig, talaga nasa ilalim ako ng punong kahoy. Kinakausap ko yung mga nakapila na tatanggap ng ayuda. And it's very interesting that some of them are business professors, civil engineers, mga senior citizens who are waiting for their additional supplemental budget from the Pasig City, which Mayor Vico Soto was very generous enough to have set up. But it was very clear that people were willing to listen and they were willing to finally understand what they have been hearing for a long time. But parang kasi pag maayos yung mundo mo, pag maayos yung income mo, parang iisipin mo, tsaka ko na lang yan aaralin. Okay pa naman ako ngayon. But the pandemic really has made us realize that there is no better time to begin saving for our future but today. So, hindi natin alam kailan matatapos to, o baka magsisimula na naman, hopefully not, kasi nasa second wave na tayo ngayon. But really, people have learned the importance of an emergency fund.
Okay.
Diba? Dati 3 months to 6 months. Ngayon sinasabi natin 1 year na kailangan natin. So those are the things that have changed. Marami pa. And that question probably we will be thinking of the answers to that question for quite some time pa after this.
Well, we can learn from right now, no, the things that are happening right now, and we can also learn from the things that have happened in the past. No, you mentioned that you have been active in financial literacy sessions, no, literacy sessions with so many sectors. No? I bet that you have so many stories to tell. About that. Yung reach out natin, no? I mean, you've been an industry veteran for the past 20 years. Yung ganun, no? Doing
quarter century ba? Quarter century lang. 25
years. Okay.
25 years.
I was being kind. So, yeah. For 25 years. So, maraming kwento yan. Sa,
5 years old lang siya nag-start.
Hindi, 100 years old na po ako. Immortal, ganon.
Maraming kwento dyan, no? And yung exposure natin with the marginalized sectors, and even reaching out, no, to these sectors has changed because of the pandemic. Hindi for now, no, hindi tayo pwede mag face to face, but we are reaching out through different mediums. But we'd like to talk about some of the things that you've done. I think there's I think you've been going around, no? What's the farthest that you've ever gone, no, to reach out to the marginalized sectors on financial literacy?
Farthest? South Africa.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. I think inisip ko lang yung mga plane ride. Yun yung pinakamahaba. Kasi I had two 8 hours. Isang 8 hours, isang 5, ganon. So Dubai muna, and then one more to a place called Seychelles in Africa, and I made several friends there. I went to it was an event for the Philippine Embassy in South Africa, and then I spoke to a lot of Filipinos there, ha. Tapos yung mga tipong na scam, na-scam, walang mga ipon. Yung iba merong investments, pero it was I think the embassy was trying to go there to help the Filipinos who need to renew their passports.
Okay.
And so as part of the training, while they were waiting, ako yung entertainment.
Hindi naman under the tree.
Hindi naman, aircon naman yung time na yun. Pero
Aircon
talagang,
naman
alam mo yun, ako pang nagdala ng mga papel ko, tsaka, because I did dream board sessions, nagpapel. Ako yung may mga baon-baon akong ganun. It was an exciting time. In the Philippines, I've been to Hulo, Patikulensiasi. And
Okay,
I've done several in Basilan. Very interesting, really. In Basilan, I rode, so we had security going there, diba? Tapos pagsakay ko ng yung tumutulong sa amin, pagsakay ko, sabi niya, Miss Salve, pinapanood kita sa On The Money. Basilan! So, that is a really heartwarming thing. Alam mo na, kahit na doon umaabot yung messaging natin na mag-ipon, really doesn't take much, kahit na paunti-unti lang every day, it will make a difference in your life. Yung mga simpleng ganun lang na messaging, gets nila. And then, in the north, ano nga ba ako nakarating? Hindi pa ako nakarating ng pinakatuktok ng north. But I've been to several places in the north, talking about financial literacy also. So everywhere, in the most unlikely of places sometimes. Minsan nasa ilalim ako ng puno, minsan hindi. Pero it's really enjoyable when on TV, it's glamorous, diba? There's lighting, you have clothes na magaganda, tapos you have people doing stuff for you.
Right.
But in these mga events under the trees, they to me are more powerful kasi that's when I can see your eyes. That's when I can talk to people. That's when I can hear their stories. As a public speaker kasi, most people think na you talk more kasi public speaker ka, but the best public speakers are those who listen more. So in this picture, for instance, I was in Pasig. These were the people na tatanggap ng ayuda. They were chosen to receive their ayuda via their mobile phones. Kasi that was the system to minimize the spread of COVID, no? Ayun. So habang siniset up yung kanilang mga sistema, they were listening to me about how 25 pesos per weekday na ipon can make a big difference in your life. So ginawan ko sila ng programa na 25 pesos lang Monday to Friday. So I didn't teach using the usual stuff. I used play money. So, okay, sinong gustong tumayo dito sa tabi ko? 25 pesos, Lunes, 25 pesos, Tuesday, hanggang Friday, magkano na yan? Bilang naman sila, 125. Pag hindi marunong mag-math, naasar ko. Tapos, kasi, magkano ba yung 125 per week? That's 500 pesos per month. And guys, that's 6,000 per year.
Okay.
Diba? So, sabi ko sa kanila, kung mambabalot ka, kaya mo ba yan gawin? Sabi nila, tingin ko, ma'am, kaya. Di kaya mo rin. O, diba?
Ang galing no? Parang you showed it to them na in a very simple manner. And in fact, you had visuals, the play money. Kasi a lot naman doesn't really realize na at 25 pesos, kaya talaga. Kasi when you multiply that after for a long term, na ang dami na. Lalaki na talaga siya, no? So, that's very the passion and the advocacy that you have in teaching these people is really very inspiring.
I'm actually
it's the
glad
usual tool of financial advisors, diba? Small items, you annualize it to really find out how significant that number can be. And then if you want to make something easier to do, then make it a daily number instead of an annual number. Yes,
kasi pag annual, masyadong malaki pakinggan. But when you chop it off on a daily manner,
doable na.
Pwede pala, di ba?
Or sasabihin ni Efren, pwede na.
Pwede na. Hi, Sir Efren.
But actually, I'm actually impressed with the city government of Pasig, no? Na kasama ang sa ayuda, kasi ayuda is ayuda, bibigyan mo ng ayuda, pero kasama ng financial literacy, kasama ng ayuda, no, is as important because I remember kasi naging issue yan, ba yung nanay yata yung binigyan ng 5,000 na ayuda. Tapos it was all over the media, and then ano sabi niyo, kulang daw ang 5,000. Tapos sabi sa kanya na ang laki na niyan. So it's not a matter of just giving the ayuda, no, during the time, no, but also educating them, no, because tayo naman kasi dito sa in our industry, we say that more money, more problems, I guess. More money, more problems. Na no amount of money, if your spending habits are the same, kahit na magkano ang lalagay mong infusion of income there, no, or lalaking income, you'll still be in the same cycle of poverty, maybe. No amount of money will be able to save you. No, will be able to solve your problems if you don't know how to manage it.
In fact, there's something here that I think your viewers can learn from. The strategy kasi of Pasig City, sabi nila, mauubos din yung ayuda.
Yes.
Pero kung sabayan mo ng financial literacy, kahit naubos na yung ayuda, may impact pa rin yon sa mga tao. So, mas mapapahaba nila. Lalo na yung na-interview ko na isa na 5,000 nga lang yon. Pero nung natanggap niya, binili niya ng patatas, tapos gumawa siya ng croquettes. Alam niyo yung croquettes? Pinirito lang naman na patatas, pero maganda kasi yung tunog. So yung 5,000, yung 14,000 eventually. And this is the kind of thing na, personal finance is really having that entrepreneurial mindset, na yung pera na yan, kung marunong kang humawak, pwedeng lumaki yan. In many different ways. You can either invest it passively, or you can start a business with it, or you can buy more knowledge with it para ikaw mismo yung magcha-charge ng higher service fees, diba? So, yun yung entrepreneurial mindset na gusto natin gawin. And ang feeling ko, what your viewers can pick up from this is, there are times when some people really deserve help. Hindi natin mabiblame yung mga ibang tao na matagal nang mahirap kasi sa totoo lang, if you're going to walk a mile in their shoes, hindi mo rin kakayanin. Nagtatrabaho sila from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. ng gabi. And even if they do that, they will really never earn enough kasi the system is not geared to create that opportunity for them. So some of them need help. But when we give help, we include financial literacy. No, hindi yung pag ako namigay ng tulong, ibig sabihin pagdating ko susunduin mo ako, 'di ba? Sometimes that's Filipino culture dahil may utang ka sa akin, pagsilbihan mo ako. But more of may utang ka sa akin kaya makinig ka kasi tuturuan kita papaano hindi na ulit mangutang. Kasi the bigger assistance, the knowledge.
Right. Okay. So a little insight from Salve. And mainit pang discussion natin na about all of this, and we'll be talking about this more when we come back from this break. right, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to TNC. Please watch all of our live streams. Live turnaround stories at U-Turn Mondays and Thursdays, 10:30 a.m. The stage is yours. TNC The Talk Mondays at 12 noon. Have an awesome day. Mondays at 2:30 p.m. The Home Buyer guides you to a property. Mondays and Thursdays, 4 p.m. Laugh and learn from the Puppet Stories. Mondays at 5:30. Notable personalities and their stories on The Big Picture. Mondays to Fridays, 7 p.m. Listen to this generation, the Millennial Voice, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Learn together across borders, Foreign Affairs, Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Human Resources and Management on HR Hotline, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 12 noon. Well Home brings a well life, Tuesdays and Saturdays, 2:30. The Journey Continues, Moving on Business, Tuesdays and Fridays. Learn from the Market Leader, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Never Too Late for a Mental Shift, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. in the US, Wednesdays and Fridays, 10:30 a.m. in the Philippines.
Cybersecurity is key. Cyber Next, Wednesdays. Health is Wealth, Healthline, Wednesdays. Coping and Coupling, Couple Goals, Wednesdays. Chill and Booze, After Shift, Wednesdays and Fridays. Your Rights, ULO, Thursdays. Madiskarting Buhay, Madiskarting Nanay. Negosyo at Home, Fridays. Emerging and Practical Technologies, TechU, Fridays. Magbenta, Bumili at Tumulong. TNC Marketplace, Fridays and Saturdays. Dream, Achieve, Nurture, and Inspire, The Danny Art Show, Fridays. Celebrate Women at Work, Saturdays. Time to Hear Positive News, COVID Stories, Saturdays. The Family Business is Everyone's Business, Saturdays. Beauty Beyond, What Your Eyes Can See, Usapang Beauty, Saturdays, 5:30 p.m. Success Stories on the Fourth Project, Saturdays. Strategize and Win in Life through Win Within, Saturdays. Catch also our originals, One Day, TNC Arena, TNC PressCon, and TNC Town Hall, Saturday, 7 p.m., co-hosted by TNC founders Lloyd Luna and Apple Manansala. More upcoming shows. Follow TNC Now on Facebook and YouTube. Allow your passion to inspire you, and together, let us see the new you. And of course, don't forget, Money and More every Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Philippine time and 5:30 a.m. U.S. time. Now, back to the financial beshi ng bayan.
Yeah.
Salve Duplito.
Right. And we'd like to say hi to some of our viewers for tonight.
Ang daming viewers, grabe. Ibang-iba pag si Miss Salve. Baka abot din ng 200 I love yous ba yan, Miss Salve?
Naku, I love you, Salve.
Okay, if you have some questions and comments for Miss Salve, please type in the comment section below and say, we love you, Miss Salve. O, di ba? Ano yan? Pag nakaabot ng 200, mag-TNC show ka na rin.
Hala.
Hala. So, yes.
Maraming salamat.
Shout out muna, Sonny. Kasi ito yung inaantay din ng mga viewers natin, no? Shout out to Richelle Laguerta, watching from Mindoro. Yvonne is also watching, Aling Hawa. Maiden Lee Fernandez is watching with us. Hi daw to Miss Salve. And Aris Baloran.
Hi, Aris.
Ay, at kilala ni Miss Salve. Yan. Of course, si Mr. Roland Enriquez of wow. Mr. Roland Enriquez of E-Cube is also watching with us. Charmaine Santos. Sino pa ba? Joanne Bonhoc is watching. Jap Ida is watching. Ang dami. So, mamaya na yung iba. Maraming sila.
Yeah, we are
iba
back
talaga
with,
pag si Miss Salve.
Yeah, we're back with Miss Salve Duplito, no? And we're having discussion on grassroots savings, no? I like what you said previously, Miss Salve, no? That the marginalized sectors, no? The 80%, as we said, no? Need some sort of systemic support, no? Kailangan, a lot of them need a lot of
and I like
support
what,
from the system.
I like what Mayor Vico did, no, na hindi lang nagbibigay ng ayuda but may kasabay or may education factor din kasi that's what really people need right now.
Right.
And Sonny, I'd say this is not about politics, no? Even if
Yeah, I know,
sinong mayor ang gagawa nito from all political colors, I would say exactly the same thing. Kasi when you do something right, it really doesn't matter naman anong ano ka eh. Di ba? Kung anong
kulay.
ng politika, anong kulay ng politika mo, it doesn't matter anymore. Once you're put in power, na kakalimutan na natin 'yun eh. Ang importante na anong gagawin mo. And what he did really is something that must be done also in other localities. Kasi napakalaking tulong talaga 'yun.
Yeah, I agree. No, it's not about
no? Yes, go ahead, San.
Yeah, it's not about it's not about politics. You know, as we said, the marginalized sectors need a lot of systemic support. It's in the system now, but also they need their own personal support system as well. No, sabayan dapat na sabayan. No, you have your personal system for your own personal growth, and then you have some sort of program, no, a government or a systemic program, no, that will be able to support your own personal growth, no, and a lot of people are not familiar or hindi nila alam na may mga programang ganito, no, may mga programang ganito sa gobyerno, no, education programs, for example, or outreach programs, no, in the government that will be able to help them. Maybe because hindi sila masyadong ina-advertise. For example, yung PERA initiative, yung PERA ng BSP, for example, no? It's supposed to be the retirement fund for OFWs na ganun. It's a government program, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pero
not a lot of
underutilized.
OFWs knew
I
about
never
it.
even heard of it until like 2 years ago. Yung ganun, no? Na meron palang ganun.
Alam mo ba, Sonny, kung kailan yan sinimulan pag-usapan, nasa dyaryo pa ako. So, nagtatrabaho pa ako sa dyaryo. Tapos, and then, there's a company called DFNN. I got pirated. I moved there. My big boss there was the one who helped write the bill.
Okay.
So that was what ba 20 years ago na. Ganun katagal. Pero matagal kasi talaga yung pag-usad ng pera bill because ang portion noon na talagang pinag-aawayan is the tax part.
The tax part, of course.
The tax part. Tapos, because it was very difficult to set up, not a lot of financial companies would like to be involved in creating pera accounts because being an administrator is costly. Tapos wala masyadong benefit sa kanila. So it's difficult. But it's really for the consumer. So hopefully more financial companies will get into it also.
Oh, exactly. That's an untapped market right there, no? For, as we said, for the 80%. Yung marginalized sectors. And you, Ma'am Salve, you have been involved in a lot of the government outreach. Sabihin natin na government outreach programs. No? Let's take a look at this one. Let's show this one. Yun. Ano pong nangyayari dito?
So this is funny because that lady na nagpapa-picture na na Muslim, I met her when I was in Basilan. Tapos when Spark, it's an NGO, and the Office of the Vice President of the Philippines came together to create this Angat Buhay Women's Entrepreneurship Bootcamp, I was asked to speak with them. Gulat na gulat talaga ako. Nakita ko, Nanay Laila, nandito ka. So parang nag-reunion kaming dalawa. But this was very interesting because as you both know, our Muslim brothers and sisters are some of the poorest. Also some of the richest, some of them. So, but a lot of them are very, very poor. Especially Nanay Laila, ang source ng income nila is weaving. And wala silang bubong. So, you'll see them on the street sa lupa, nagwi-weave. Pag umulan, basa. Pag mainit, masyadong maalikabok. So, they needed a financial literacy training to help them create that entrepreneurial mindset para mas kikita sila dun sa bawat woven cloth na nagawa nila. So that was really very interesting because umiyak yung mga nanay at the end of the session. For them to realize that they had the power to improve their lives. This one naman is with the TODA operators of the Kamuning Market in Quezon City. So during ito nakakatawa yan, Sonny and Haydee. Hindi ko na alam kung alin dyan. Somewhere here, there's a guy na sobrang nega. So ang ginawa kasi doon, gumawa ng app kasi nga ayaw na mamalengke yung mga tao, 'di ba? Kasi COVID. Siya talaga hindi magkakatotoo yung app na yan. Hindi yan mag-work. Ngayon kamo, siya na yung pinakang senator ng app na yon. Siya na ang naghahanap ng mga tao para mag-join. Some of these are todo operators. On the next day, I think ang nasa audience ko naman ay nagtitinda ng manok, nagtitinda ng gulay sa palengke. And again, it was a very interesting event because at the end of the day, unang-una nung kinuwento ko sa kanila yung sinasabi ni Efren, kung magkano talaga ang binabayad nilang interest sa 5-6, akala ko lalamunin nila ako ng buhay.
Yeah, of course.
Ayaw nilang maniwala. Kasi ang tinitingnan lang nila, how affordable it is for them to pay every day. But as financial advisors, we know how to compute effective interest rate, di ba? So, I told them how much it cost them. Talagang nagalit sila sa akin. But I said, ako, don't shoot the messenger ha. Kasi ito lang, pinapakita ko lang sa inyo yung numero. Hindi talaga kayo makakaipon kung nagbabayad kayo ng interest sa 5-6. That's the reality of it. Ito naman. I think this was a radio show I did for V81 radio. And this sab, if you can see that lady, Rachel, who's the one interviewing me, the lady sa baba is an SK. Sangguniang kabataan yan. And she had a lot of SK people watching the show with her. I was teaching them kasi si Sab also invests in the stock market at a very young age. She has her own business and I love telling stories like this. Kasi kahit na yung mga thunders katulad natin, nagkakaroon ng idea, di ba, na kaya ko din yan. Kung kaya niya nga, di ba, kaya ko din. Ay, sinama ko na yung pagiging thunder, sorry naman. Ako lang pala.
Bago lang din ako natuto, thunder na. Bago lang ako natuto ng global stocks investing.
Oh yeah, we can learn from them definitely. No, one of our speakers is like half our age, and we
really learn a lot from him.
Right.
Hi, Horeb.
Half our age.
Yes.
Half our age. Pero yeah.
Wala namang bilangan kayo namang dalawa eh.
Wala
tayo eh.
Wala naman monopoly on knowledge.
Grounded.
Grounded. Pero
that's the new word.
Bago yata yan.
Diba?
But yeah, as an educator, so you've reached out to you reached out the financial literacy sessions now to the marginalized sectors, as we said, and there's a lot of revelations from them, no, na pwede na, kaya pala, and it's that and to develop that entrepreneurial mindset, as you said, no, is a step forward, definitely. Ang ayuda hindi po forever yan, as you said, no?
That's true.
What's admirable with Miss Salve is that ano talaga, she walks her talk, no? So that advocacy and passion of teaching this marginalized people, kasi ang alam mo, pag ganon talaga, bibigyan mo sila ng pera, they really would want to use it for something that can augment their lifestyle, but maybe they don't know how kasi hindi nila napipicture out, hindi nila na-visualize. And ang galing talaga ng ginawa mo, and you know, if and when you'll have mga sessions like this, we would be very gladly assist you on that, no? Gusto naming tumulong kasi
dadaling kita sa sa Patikoy, sige ka.
Ay, nakapunta na din po ako doon sa Basilan, malapit sa Basilan, kasi na-experience ko din yung under the tree when we were giving financial literacy sa 4 Ps, di ba? So, yun nga, that I felt that it is our mission, financial advisors, not only to teach those who can afford, but more so those who also cannot, so that they can already afford in the near future and in the
Right.
coming days, no? So we will be with you, Miss Salve, on that advocacy, and anytime pag kailangan nyo kami, di ba, San? That's
Kahit
our way
pa,
of
long
giving back
distance support
also.
lang ako.
Yeah.
Hindi ka
Anyway.
namin pwedeng dalhin doon, baka makidnap ka. Sorry.
Ay,
I know.
eto, it's a taga Zamboanga
Don't
po
you worry about
yan.
that.
Ikaw pala, kami pala yung problema. Ikaw pala yung magkasama sa amin doon. Ikaw pala tour
Yeah.
guide namin.
Akong
Siya
tour
yung
guide.
tour guide.
Yeah. We'll have
Ayaw
more
na ayaw niya
conversations,
pumunta
right?
ako sa Basilan.
Yeah, we'll have more conversations with Miss Salve when we come back from this break. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone, and we're back with Salve Duplito. And we've been having a very healthy conversation on reaching out to the marginalized sectors and how she has been reaching out to the marginalized sector, spreading financial literacy to the 80%. 80%. Ma'am Salve, I'm actually inspired by what you said, that we're all part of this big ecosystem na kailangan suportahan, that needs that support, and more than anybody, those in the marginalized sectors, those below the pyramid, as you mentioned, need more support, if not for anything, basic education on how to manage your finances, right? Because no matter what, the premise naman of our show is that financial planning is not for the rich, but it's for everybody who is earning an income. As long as you're earning an income, you should be able to manage it, with even with the basic principles of money management. And it's a challenge right now for us educators, because of the pandemic and the limitations of face-to-face. But we're really interested, Ma'am Salve, to know what's up with you, ano yung po yung mga current projects and your future ventures that you're doing, to be able to reach out to your audience.
No, maraming. Hindi ko alam how to begin. We slowly started because I was part of the media. So obviously, parang the logical progression is for me to be a content creator on financial literacy aspect. So we created, dahil nga dyan sa I Love You, Salve, na yung kinukwento.
Tingnan ko ngayon, pag-aabot ng 300, magti-TNC show ka na rin.
Oh no! Hala siya. Budol. Yun nga. Na iniiwasan ko talaga mag-YouTube kasi feeling ko hindi ako magsasucceed. Natatakot ako na walang manonood, walang magfa-follow. Kasi iba yung TV, iba yung YouTube eh. Tsaka feeling ko pang bagets lang yun. Sabi mo nga, by using the word bagets, I'm tanders. Alam mo yun,
Nahalata.
nahirap talaga ako mag-transition. But what I realized is, if you really love the advocacy, you'll go where the people are. And since we don't have access to ANC, talaga namang mahal yung ANC kasi. And we're not on free TV, we're not on YouTube. I realized that I really had to do it. So we created YouTube only in July last year, and now we're at 6,000 subscribers. Yay! And July, August, September, October, November, December, January, March. So on our 8th month, we had 6,000 subscribers. So we'll really be very grateful if your viewers can also follow us. And then maybe we can collaborate on future content. Yes,
Sure.
yes.
Sure, sure.
Subscribe
On
and hit the
like and subscribe
notification.
on the links below.
10,000 in April.
10,000.
Wow!
10,000 by July. Para sa
April.
the 1 year anniversary.
April pa lang daw.
Oh, yeah.
Ayan. So we'll really be grateful because all of this content, we're actually providing a lot of free content, both for financial advisors to give you
I've
ideas
watched
on
them.
what you can do, and then also for those who really just want to learn something about how to be better at managing your own money. And we do it in a different way. Like every financial Saturday, we have a financial Saturday, 8 to 9 p.m. every Saturday. There's always something about an OFW. There's always something about a young person. And there's always a stock spotlight. So I always get someone from the investment industry talk about what's his favorite stock of the week. And then we have live Q&A sessions with people. So if anyone wants to join us, I mean, the two of you would be very welcome to join us there. And then you can also share whatever you learn here. And then, more people will get to know more things.
Sure.
So that's going to be fun. Our Facebook and IG and Twitter are all, we provide daily financial tips that are easy to do. And hopefully very, very, very shareable. On Kumu naman, our latest project, we do live streaming. Ito na talaga yung pinakamalala.
Gusto ko yan.
Natakot na nga ako sa YouTube, di ba? Live streaming pa. So parang ano ba itong ginagawa ko sa sarili ko? But again, if that's where the people are, then we have to do it. So I went to
That's the in thing now. So you have to adapt.
So we do 2 live stream shows. One is on overseas Filipino workers every Friday, 5:30, and sometimes it ends at 8:30. So 3 oras minsan 2 hours, minsan 3. And then on Saturdays naman, starting April, will be on at 3 to 6 p.m. Ito naman yung mga money hugot ng mga kabataan. So,
money hugot ng
Galing
mga
nun,
kabataan.
Money hugot ng mga kabataan.
Ay, alam mo, maraming pera ang mga kabataan ngayon.
That's
ang
true.
dami nilang
That's
pera.
True. Actually, that's one thing that people don't. I mean, we talked earlier na 2020 was like a year that disappeared.
Right.
But while we were talking, na-realize ko, a lot of people made a lot of money in 2020.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's true. That's true.
A lot of people made a lot of money. Some people's businesses grew 5 times during the pandemic. So there are things that you can say was better off because people evolved during the crisis. We can thank COVID, but it's just that human beings are stronger than any crisis, I think. That's why we are able to experience all of these innovations. We're physically distanced, but we have found ways to be socially closer, like cool.
Right.
So there are a lot of things that we can learn and a lot of things that we can build on moving forward from this very, very dark period in the history of mankind, I think.
So definitely nagbago ng a lot of the business models have changed. We'll have to adapt. The effects of the pandemic kasi will not end when everybody's vaccinated or even if the pandemic is over, no? Businesses will change. Maraming na-trauma.
Correct.
But
quickly lang, Sonny. Sorry. Singit lang ako. Yan nga yung trauma ko kasi nagsimula ako ng kumpanya right before the pandemic. So our incorporation papers came out, but we were more in demand in the past 12 months than before that. So we now offer one-on-one financial planning services. We do classes. We do groups for kunwari mga magkaka-relatives, and then we have sessions for that. We have book projects. We have a lot of projects. So many things that we want to do because 2020 happened.
Ito ba yung Empower and Transform?
Yes, this is Empower and Transform.
So how will they get in touch with you, Miss Salve, if ever they'd be interested
Sure.
to for your services?
The best thing to do would be to private message me on Facebook. That's the easiest because we always check that. We'll get in touch with you as soon as you send us a message. That's usually where people find me.
Doon
Yeah.
kita
You can
nahanap.
enter my live stream on Kumu. That's also good.
Miss Salve, doon kita nahanap, di ba?
Yes. Doon ka nag-message. Oh, see?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thank you for that, really.
Yeah, check out Salve Says on FB, on IG, on Twitter, on Kumu, and the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Right? And support natin yung YouTube channel, no?
Yeah.
Very
At saka
informative.
ano,
I've been watching the back episodes.
yes.
I've been following the stream.
Thank
Very
you.
informative. Even if you're not a financial advisor, even if you're
Very,
just an
very
interested
fine.
one, no, it's something that can touch you. No, it's something that we can do. Practical tips that you can do. No, to
Yeah,
get
and
us
also
by.
meron silang di ba, Sonny, may collaboration sila ni Marvin Guillermo on
Yeah,
April
collaboration.
7.
April 7.
April
Join
7.
kayo.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. No, and parang kulang-kulang ng oras natin, but that's all the time that we have.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
pwede ba 2 hours?
It's like 10 direct. But that's all the time we have now for this show. We'd like to thank very much the great Miss Salve Duplito for
the
being
great?
on the show. Sige. Miss Salve, the amazing Salve Duplito.
The financial beshi ng
Financial
bayan.
Beshi ng Bayan. Great. Okay. For being here. Do you have any, let's say, parting words of wisdom, for our audience?
To our viewers tonight.
Sure. Tonight, I've heard of so many people in the hospital fighting COVID, and right now in Quezon City and elsewhere in the Philippines, in Metro Manila, people are starting to feel hopeless again because of the difficulty of fighting this pandemic. There are times when your finances feel like a pandemic,
Right.
but there na anong gawin mo, wala nang solusyon. Kahit na humingi ka ng tulong, walang tutulong. Kahit na sumigaw ka, walang makakarinig sa'yo. And what I would like everyone listening today to hear from me, more than all the financial tips and all the stories, is that there is hope. Never give up. Because always somebody will hear, somebody will help, and somebody will find a way to reach you. And there's always, as your book will continue to be written. The book of your life will continue to be written as long as you don't end it. So that's just one of the things that entered my mind right now when you ask me for final words.
Very powerful words from the queen of personal finance. Kasi siya lang yung babae doon sa di ba? And queen naman talaga siya. But yeah, again, Miss Salve, thank you again so much for your time, for being here, for your time. I know you're so busy and still you have granted our wish pa lang to before, and talagang nagkatotoo na siya, and we're very grateful for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you backstage.
Thank you.
All right. And thank you also to our viewers for tuning in this very informative and fun. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you to Ms. Salve, and thank you, Haydee, also for everything that we did today. Do not lose hope. Yun ang message ni Ma'am Salve, na probably we're feeling hopeless because of the second lockdown. We're in the second wave, but there's always a light. Find that light. It will guide you, and your book is still being written. Galing, right? This is Sonny Jaldon.
And this is Haydee Lumayno.
Yeah, and our message is that financial freedom
is in your hands.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, and see you next episode.